Hello, welcome to the next Lukozer retro game review video, and for this one we're still on the Amiga and it is Lotus Turbo Esprit Challenge. I dare say I know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking about fucking time. I've done over 100 Amiga games and I finally got to one of the Lotus Esprit or Turbo Esprit games. Yes, I have. Well, this was released in 1990 by Gremlin Graphics and was written by Sean Southern. He of Kickstart and Trailblazer fame, among others. And it pretty much does what it says on the tin. It's what you would expect. It's a racing game. So, well, let's press fire and get ourselves to the main menu at least. Right, I always use normal control method. I don't bother using gears because I'm a lazy cunt. So, right, fuck it. I've fucked that up. Yeah, it's going well. I've had one of those days, so. Right, now I can't remember how to fucking change the name for player one, so fuck it. Right, so I have computerized gears, normal control. So there are various modes in their practice. Easy, where you have to take part in 7 races, medium 10 races, hard 15. For the sake of this one we'll go on the easy, simply because there's only 7 races in it. And I highly doubt I'm going to cover all 7 races in this video. So, right, well, as you've already briefly seen, rather reminiscent of Outrun, you can select what music you want playing in the background, or you can just have the sound of the car, which is what I will have. Right, so first race then is in Italy. 4 laps of a 1.041 mile circuit in Verona, North Italy. This track is flat with gentle curves and no hazards, so it's a piece of piss. Well, it would be a piece of piss if it wasn't for the fact that we start in 20th place. And we've got to try and somehow get past all of these cars who seem to be hell-bent on constantly weaving all over the road, no matter where they are. Oh, fuck it. Driving straight into a fucking road sign is not a good idea. I mean, at least you don't explode on contact with anything. It just... I think in later levels it does damage the car a bit. And of course it slows you down. Now, I have had some practice goes on this track. I won. In fact, I won I think the first 4, and then I thought, fuck it, right, we'll start the video. Now that of course I've started recording, I'm gonna fucking hit everything and get absolutely fuck all nowhere. So at the moment I'm stuck in 10th. Anyway, as you can quite clearly see, this game was written as a 2-player game, rather like Kickstart 2 and Trailblazer. We have the split screen, and if the second player is not taking part, we just have this animation down there on the bottom of his car in the garage. You are starting to see one of the very irritating things about this particular game. I wouldn't say that this is a bad game before anyone thinks that I might, but I do get fucking irritated by the constant weaving of the other cars. So final lap, and okay, I've just taken the lead. So on this, now I'm coming up the back markers, and of course I slam into a fucking roadside obstacle there. I'm amazed actually that it was only that back marker that went past me. You know, I was expecting the first or second place car to overtake. So there we go. I just scraped first, but that was an unbelievably shit go. Anyway, as I was saying, you can clearly see that this is designed as a two-player game, but if it is only you playing, then yes, you have the animation of player 2's car in the garage, and it's there all the time. It is a little bit distracting, but oh well, can't have everything. Right, on the track 2, so we're stuck back in 20th place. Having to try and make your way up from last at the start of every race is a bit frustrating, especially when, as you've seen, the other cars are just constantly weaving left or right. They just cannot, or rather will not, drive in a fucking straight line, which makes overtaking them stupidly, well, not so much difficult, just fucking annoying. It's as if Sean Southern thought, right, I can't, you know, program any sort of like AI. I mean, I dare say these days AI was like the work of pure fantasy, but it's like I can't get them, you know, to do anything, you know, half decent, so I'll just have them weaving around all over the fucking place, and that will count as them trying to stop you from overtaking. It does get particularly annoying when you hit one car, so you've slowed down, and then another car comes along from behind you, and that counts as hitting you, so you slow down again, and then another one, repeat ad infinitum. As it is, I'm up in the first place here, so I've done significantly better in this race than I did in the last one. Now I have another fucking back marker weaving around all over the fucking place, and well, hopefully I can get past at least some of them, so that then the second place car won't get past me, you know, easily. I mean, I'm having to weave all over the road, but I'm having to do that just so I can avoid these other fucking cunts, you know. I hate having to weave all over the road. I'd rather just be able to stick to my driving line. Oh, fuck me, that was too close. And that was a fucking... yeah. So, there we go, so I win that one. Now, you may have heard that the engine sound of your car is a little bit on the weedy side. I've never actually heard a Lotus Esprit you know, driving, so I don't know if the engine was exceptionally quiet. I do know that Lotus Esprit cars were notoriously unreliable, but thankfully their unreliability has not been added to the game. We go on to the next track then in Iceland. Steeper hills, sharper bends, extra fuel is needed, so we do have to stop for fuel at some point here. Oh, fuck's sake. So yes, again, they're all weaving around all over the place. Fucking cunt. So I did win this one in my warm-up go, but only just. Oh, fucking hell. I'm amazed I fucking lasted that long. Right, which way is that cunt weaving now? He's heading that way. Now this one... I'm going to concentrate a bit here so I can get past all these weaving fuckers. So there's 5 laps on this race. Bollocks. So, well, yeah, I got myself up to about 5th or 6th. I'm now down in fucking 10th. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. I have to say that of the Lotus Turbo Esprit Challenge games, this is the worst of the 3. And it is entirely due to the constant weaving around of the other cars. So, well, I'm on to lap 3. The way I'm going, I don't rate my chances of... oh, fuck off! I don't rate my chances of winning this one. So I think this might be where it gets to game over. Yeah, by the time I've reached this cunt, he's weaved from one side of the road to the other and back. Oh, fucking just... Right, no, I won't stop this lap. I'll stop at the next lap. But I think... Yeah, by the looks of it, this is going to be game over because there's a big old gap till... Alright. Alright, well, okay, I'm now in the lead, but I do have to make a pit stop. And I have to make it at the end of this lap, because if I don't, then I'm going to run out of fuel on the final lap, and then I definitely will not be winning. So here we go, start finish line, final lap. We've got to slow down here, let the fuel get in. Once we think we've got enough, go straight off again. Yeah, that should easily be enough for I mean, it's only one more lap to do, so I should be alright. So right, well, this go is going to last a bit longer than I thought, so let's start the review. The presentation isn't bad, although when the game first loads and you get the Gremlin Graphics logo appearing, for some reason it plays the Trauerzug from Wagner's Götterdämmerung opera. Why? I haven't got the faintest clue. It fits in with this game about as well as that bullshit intro on the Amiga version of Outrun. So no, it just does not work. But the rest of the music is okay without being outstanding. But I mean, it's not awful. The rest of the audio, the engine sound is a bit weedy, to put it mildly. The sound of the impact with the cars is fucking annoying, although that's more to do with the frequency with which it happens than the actual quality of the sound effect. And that is pretty much all of the audio done. I mean, there isn't a vast amount of audio in this game. And then the gameplay, well, the road routine is quite well done. I don't like the fact that it has the stripes on the road. By 1990, and particularly on an Amiga, surely, you know, racing game designers will realise that it is not necessary to have stripes in the road to create an illusion of speed. You got the road markings, they're doing a good enough job. They're doing a more than good enough job. So you don't have to put the fucking, you know, stripes on there as well. But no, here they are. Oh, fucking wicked, yeah. I'm definitely not getting past this one. The graphics on the car are okay when you're looking at it entirely from behind, but when you do see the side part of it there as you're going around the corner, you do suddenly think, yeah, that does look a bit shit. The roadside graphics are reasonable, though there isn't exactly a hell of a lot of them. Same with the background graphics, they are okay without being anything fantastic, and there's not a vast amount of them there. The game certainly runs fast enough. You do get a good sense of speed, which I like. You know, I don't like driving games that feel like you're barely moving, such as Commodore 64 Super Hang-On or fucking Enduro Racer. Fucking what were those fucking heaps of shit all about? So yes, it does, you know, certainly plays fast enough. The car handles semi-okay. It does feel a bit heavy, considering you're in a sort of, you know, a sports car. The handling is a bit on the heavy side, so trying to steer, yeah, it's sometimes a bit of a task, but it's not impossible. But where the gameplay really does fall flat is the constant weaving of the other cars. It is fucking annoying beyond belief, and especially at the start of each race, because there is pretty much fuck all you can do about it. There's, you know, just no avoiding it, because they're all bunched up together. You are going to be hit. You know, you may as well not even try to avoid them. If, you know, if it had just been slightly better programmed so that the cars weren't so fucking irritating, it would have been a hell of a lot better. As it is, because they are doing that, it does spoil the game by quite a bit. So I can't rate the game as highly as I would like, because, say, it, aside from that, it does play quite well. I did absolute shite on that one. There we go. Oh, fucking, does this mean I'm still going because I'm first in the current table? Yes, it does. Oh, fucking hell, how many more of these have I got to do? Well, I know it's 7, but I've lost count of how many races I've done. Oh, hang on, I'm now starting in 16th. So if I finish last, that means I'll be first on the grid in the next race, is that it? As it is, yeah, because of the all the cars fucking, you know, weaving around and fucking barging me out of the way and making me slow down because I hit them, whereas they don't get any sort of penalty at all for hitting if they run into me. Yeah, so I'm now down in fucking 19th place. So even though it's not actually my intention to finish last, by the looks of it, I might actually do that. Looks like I just skidded on an oil patch there. These fucking road signs, yeah. So as well as the cars constantly weaving, I then have these road signs that reduce those parts of the racetrack to one lane. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to get through that when all these other cars here are just constantly weaving left and right? I cannot begin to describe how fucking irritating that is, the weaving of the cars. It's just so fucking annoying, and it does absolutely ruin the game. It's not like it, you know, just is a bit of an annoyance. It fucking ruins the game. So what do I rate it then? Well, taking everything into account, I will score this game 6.5 out of 10. say, it would have scored so much better if it just didn't have that one fucking irritation removed from it. So it doesn't matter how far the cars are, you just do not know which side to try and pass them on, because they could start weaving in some direction or other. You know, it's almost like I'm back to fucking Pinball Fantasies or whatever again, and having to rely on fucking luck. I'm gonna have to yeah, get some more fuel. Right, that'll do. But my luck, I probably didn't need to do a fucking pit stop on this you know, race. Oh, fuck's sake. Well, I'm going to make this the final race. I've had enough of this game. So, right, final lap. More than enough fuel. But I'm not even in the fucking top half of the draw yet. Well, draw, you know what I mean. Now I am in the top half, but yeah, chances of me staying here are slim at best. I don't know how the fuck I got through that. There we go. So much for that one. So yeah, down to 7th now. And this car's now weaving around all over the place. So I'm now down to 8th. Oh, fuck off. I've had more than enough of that. So there you go. Lotus Turbo Esprit Challenge. 6.5 out of 10. It could have been great, but because of the weaving fucking cars all over the place, it is in fact fucking annoying. All it needed was, you know, a half decent attempt at putting, you know, some sort of ability together for the computer controlled drivers, but no, instead he just said, right, we'll have them weaving left to right all the way through the fucking race. Ah, fuck off. So that brings this review to an end, and we will see you at the next one.